Did you know that early menopause can increase your risk of coronary heart disease, CHD? In this video, I'll explain the link between early menopause and CHD, and what you can do to reduce your risk. In the ever-evolving landscape of women's health, a critical issue has emerged as a matter of grave concern: early-onset menopause. A recent study has shed light on a distressing correlation between early menopause, before the age of 40, and an increased risk of developing coronary heart disease. This revelation, which transcends racial boundaries, has significant implications for women's long-term cardiovascular health. The research, presented at the American Heart Association's Epidemiology, Prevention, Lifestyle and Cardiometabolic Health Conference in 2021, unveiled a startling statistic. Women who experience menopause before the age of 40 face a staggering 40% higher risk of developing coronary heart disease throughout their lives compared to those who go through menopause at a later stage. Coronary heart disease is a prevalent cardiovascular condition characterized by the narrowing of arteries due to plaque buildup over time. Left unchecked, it can lead to chest pain, heart attacks, and even sudden cardiac arrest, underscoring the gravity of this issue. Lead study author Priya M. Freeney, MD, a third-year cardiology fellow at Northwestern University's Feinberg School of Medicine, highlights a critical aspect: the long-term risk of coronary heart disease in women with early-onset menopause remains largely unexplored. This study sought to fill that void, pooling data from 6 nationwide study groups, encompassing over 10,000 Black and white women aged 55 to 69, who initially did not have coronary heart disease. The researchers embarked on an extensive investigation. The study, spanning from 1964 to 2017, excluded women who underwent surgical menopause. One of the most striking findings was the stark difference in early-onset menopause rates between Black and white women. Black women were 3 times more likely to experience premature menopause compared to their white counterparts, 15.5% versus 4.8%, respectively. Crucially, the study did not merely establish a correlation but delved deeper. It accounted for known cardiovascular risk factors such as smoking, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. Astonishingly, even after adjusting for these factors, the link between early-onset menopause and a 40% higher risk of coronary heart disease persisted among both Black and white women. The implications of this research are profound. Dr. Freeney emphasizes the urgent need for proactive cardiovascular care for women who experience early menopause. This includes tailored strategies for weight management and blood pressure control during their midlife years, ultimately aiming to prevent heart disease throughout their lifetimes. The significance of this study goes beyond its immediate findings. A 2020 scientific statement by the American Heart Association highlights the increasing heart disease risk for women during the menopause transition, the years leading up to menopause. Early intervention and lifestyle monitoring play a pivotal role in mitigating this risk. The international stage echoes these findings. A study published in the European Heart Journal in August 2022 further emphasizes the risks associated with early menopause. This research, involving over 1.4 million women, unequivocally states that the younger the age at menopause, the higher the risk of heart failure and atrial fibrillation. The study also underscores that women who experience premature menopause should be acutely aware of their elevated risk for heart conditions like heart failure and atrial fibrillation. This knowledge should serve as a strong motivator for adopting healthier lifestyle habits, including smoking cessation and regular exercise. Traditionally, cardiovascular disease has manifested later in women compared to men, partly due to the protective effects of estrogen on the cardiovascular system. However, the decline in estrogen levels during menopause can render women more susceptible to heart disease. In summary, the link between early-onset menopause and an increased risk of coronary heart disease is irrefutable. This risk factor must be incorporated into routine healthcare discussions and assessments for women. A holistic approach, addressing lifestyle choices and risk factors, is essential to safeguard women's cardiovascular health during midlife and beyond. As we navigate the complex terrain of women's health, one thing is abundantly clear: early-onset menopause is not just a health concern, it's a call to action. It beckons us to prioritize the cardiovascular well-being of women.